everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Mix Marikuma, and I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We learn about mental health. Okay. Trying to make it look nice, guys, but yeah, like I was saying, hi, my name is Mix Marikuma. I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we learn how to heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We learn about mental health and emotional stability and well being, like how to manage our moods, how to express our emotions, and how to allow ourselves to feel the things that we need to feel instead of holding them in and pretending that it's okay. Like a lot of us do, I'm guilty of it. I know that I do it quite often, and I'm working on it as I go along, right? We also learn how to listen to our bodies and understand how stress in different situations and things can affect us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, as well as spiritual well being, which is all about peace of mind, what brings you happiness and joy, what is healthy for you to be around with, and what is okay to walk away from. On top of those kinds of videos, I give out counseling and advice about how to heal from trauma, abuse, toxic relationships, toxic way of thinking, and just kind of embracing our uniqueness, loving ourselves for our good, our bad, our ugly, and being able to have people come over and love us. If we can't love ourselves, then we're unable to accept love from others. We are also unable to love others in a healthy way because we don't know how to do that for ourselves, right? Um, that is something that I work with. I also work on mental, emotional, and physical disabilities. I make videos about that. We do witchcraft, protection, money magic. And this coming year, we are going to be doing love magic, mainly how to use it to love ourselves, right? Like self care and how to incorporate that, right? We're not going to be learning about how to put magical spells on our crushes, but we are going to learn about how to make jars for ourselves, how to be able to use witchcraft in all sorts of things, right? Yeah. We also do card readings. I use playing cards instead of tarot and oracle decks because that's what I have on hand. I read your palms, I read the personality that you have through your hands, as well as I give counseling and advice. I am not a certified counselor. I've counseled quite a few people while my business has been running for almost 2 years. We are celebrating 1 year of YouTube on December the 20th and 2 years of my business running on January 8th. If you so happen to be interested in having your own personal reading with me, it is 25K Uganda shillings through MTN, Airtel, and mobile money, as well as $20 through PayPal and Zelle. This offer lasts up until January 9th, will be the last day you guys can get this offer because we're celebrating 2 years of my business running and 1 year of us officially being on YouTube. Now, without further ado, we are going to be doing Libra's 2026 year reading. This is part one. So, depending on how the cards do, we may just tackle what the theme of 2025 is and 2026 outcome for a job, finance, career, right? So, job, finance, love life, family outlook, friends, and spiritual, as well as part two will tackle January through December, problem solutions, and the theme of 2026. All right, Libra babies, whether you are born underneath the sign, okay, whether you're born underneath the sign, have it in your birth charts, or you have a Libra spirit or know somebody's a Libra and you're curious what they have in store. Sit back, get a snack, and relax because we're about to get into it. So this year has been all about Libra, romance, childishness, and irresponsibility. This card as a whole is all about being like carefree, okay? But it can also be a sign of like, somebody who's not mature, very childlike, somebody that's not reliable, and they're in love with the idea of love, but they're not at that point where they can understand that there's levels to love, okay? There's the honeymoon phase where everything they do is cute and oh my god, they're adorable and oh, I love him so much. No, I love you. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up. Okay, okay. I love you, bye. That phase, right? Yeah, that doesn't last long. The second stage of that phase, yeah, is that the little things that you thought were cute aren't really cute anymore. It's a little annoying, right? And I'm just gonna tackle it because we will get into this again when we pull out your love life, right? But with romance, it can be the idea of like, oh my goodness, falling in love for the first time. Some people are addicted to that feeling, and that's why they can't stay in a relationship long because they want that feeling to last long, but it doesn't. Relationships are difficult. Romance takes time. So if I'm going to go over there and I'm going to love somebody, I'm going to accept and go in there with like, okay, yeah, I'm really excited to be in a relationship. It's been a while, right? But I can't go over there and see you with rose quartz. I have to be able to like love you and embrace you, but see you as you are. Okay, I have to come in there with not only emotion, but with logic. I gotta balance that side out. And I see your red flags. I ask myself, is your red flags big enough for me to not be here? Do I proceed? Do I press go? Do I collect the 500, right? Or do I just put my cards down, cash in my chips, and get out the game? Because, like, everybody has their flaw. And when the honeymoon phase is done, you're going to see the flaws. You're going to see that they snort when they laugh, or that they're very loud, or that they have a little bit of an annoying tweak or quirk or whatever. There's a little annoying flaw that they have. And my thing is that as long as you're not an abusive, arrogant prick, I will probably stay there. Now, again, there are like a few deal breakers that are not like red flags, but like, you know, people who want to get reaction out of other people. I can't. It can't be me. I can't take it because anytime that has been used to me for relationships, it's always been in an abusive way. So that's my pet peeve. I can't be with somebody that's going over there doing stupid shit to see my reaction, right? I wanted to see reaction. It was a joke. You shouldn't take things so seriously. Yeah, no, nah. See, I'm not going to jail for stupid shit like that. So for that reason, right? Like sharks, for that reason, I'm out. Deuces, you know, peace out. I ain't here. You have to ask yourself, is there flaws enough for you to walk away? Can you handle it? Is this something that you see yourself being with for the long haul? And then when you pass that, right? Because y'all now working on each other, you have to understand you're in the mixing phase now. That's the step 3, mixing phase. My personality is going to be mixing with this person's personality. And I understand that my personality type is mutable as fuck. I'm a mutable, diverse person. I can fit anywhere. I'm adaptable. It's just what life gave me, adaptability. So I can get along with almost anybody. Now, granted, I don't like people who are abusive to children and others and mean to animals and just going over there being rude to themselves. I can't deal with that. But like on other occasions, yeah, bro, you got a dark sense of humor. So do I. Let's be dark sense humor together. Let's mix it up, right? Yeah. So you're going to have to ask yourself and you're going to have to mix with each other. You have to be able to balance one another out. Your weaknesses will be this person's strength. And this person's weaknesses is your strength. And you help each other and build one another and you have a bond. At the step 3, you're building a connection. Okay, step 4 and step 5 is easy peasy. You guys are at that point now where you've been with each other long enough where you're like, okay, you know what? That. So I feel like 2025 has taught you about immature people, how to go about it, like how to be carefree and do your own thing, as well as how to work hard and be serious. Like, not only am I working hard, I'm having fun on the side. Not only am I connecting with people, right? And building relations. I'm understanding, is this somebody that's immature, somebody that's only with one set mind, or is this somebody that I can have fun with and also work with? Again, we're going to get into details of it when I'm done pulling all the cards, depending on how long that takes, right? All right. What is 2026 career for my Libra babies? Independence, self-reliance. We are learning to stand on our own, as well as being able to trust our instincts. I am going to say this. Being independent is very important, babies. It is. But like all independent kings, queens, and royals in between, you got to have a good team. Independence and dependency, right? Like being dependent on my own and being codependent on others is a balance. You don't want to be so independent that you don't ask people for help and you stress yourself out at the end of the day because you're trying to carry all this. I'm a Virgo. I know independence. I know about doing things my way, my own time, and I get why some of us do it. For me, I don't always trust that people are going to help me. I am learning to be like, hey, I need help. I can't do this on my own. All right? I need an adultier adults. I need somebody that has, help me, assist me, give me a hand, because this is too much. You know what I mean? I'm getting to that point where I'm like 50% good at it on a good day, 45 to 35% on a bad. Because I will try every option before I ask for help. I'm working on it. We're all got things that we're working on. Yeah? Yes. So I want to tell y'all, yes, it's important to have your independence. Yes, it's important to stand on your own and do your own thing and have confidence in yourself that you know what you're doing. Also have the humbleness and the grace to ask for help when things get out of hand. Because how you say it, teamwork and independence go hand in hand. They are described to be separate and different. They help each other. I can do my own thing, but when in need, I can ask for help. And teamwork and having a group of people who are competent. When I say competent, I mean they have God's given common sense to get the job done. They're going to put effort into it. They're going to try their best. They're going to be people that you can call on and they will help you out, right? Yeah. Those people, those motherfuckers, get them. Because you can't do everything by yourself, Libra. You will kill yourself and drive yourself mad. And you can't go over there and be codependent to the point where you can't do anything on your own. Because that's going to cause abuse. Okay? Have the balance. You guys are air babies. You are represented by the balance scale. Duality and mutability and diversity is in y'all's God-given rights. Whether you have it in your birth chart, whether you have a Libra spirit, or you know somebody who's a Libra who may need to hear this, or you're born underneath the sign. Air babies, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You guys are blessed with duality. Earth signs are blessed with durability. Fire signs are blessed with energy and passion and magnetism. Okay? Duality, mutability, and diversity. Creative ways of thinking. Being able to dance with your shadows and your lights and your good and your bad and your giving and also receiving. That is y'all's power and y'all's birthright. Okay? So don't be afraid to balance your independence with teamwork. Just letting you guys know. All right. Now, what's your money like? Hey, yo. Emotional detachment and choices. So we are going to be really wise about our money, but we're not giving our money to every single person. I pulled it out. You know what I mean? What is your love life like? What is Libra's love life? Okay. Loss of opportunity. So let's get into it. This is not a bad thing. This just means that you're losing old opportunities and possibly old beliefs. If you guys are in a relationship, you are going to be working on letting go of old things that may be holding you back in sense of romantic relationships, okay? This is always like, I'm letting go of old opportunities, or I'm losing opportunities that don't matter. Like they're not for me. Last year, I think you guys were kind of working on transitioning your old style of beliefs and trying to adapt to new styles of beliefs that are healthy and, more good for you to have. Okay, they make you happy, they keep you balanced, and they're healthy habits. Sometimes while we're working from things from last year, right? Like this year, I'm working on the dynamics of relationships and I am learning how to be less like I'm so fucking weird, man. I'll say it like this. I give everybody a chance. I don't have hope. Like I'm so weird because like what I do as a job is I give you guys inspiration and things, right? Yeah. I want y'all to be better. I want y'all not to feel the way that I feel sometimes. And I want you guys to like have these tools to lift you up and go after your dreams without being afraid of like, there's been so many plot twists, you know what I mean? I'm just wondering, is this a plot twist? Is there going to be like, you thought that everything was rosy, but guess what? Plot twist on your ass. It was actually a lesson in disguise. Yeah, I've had it up to my ass with lessons. I would like the blessings, please. And thank you. Because I don't think, I'm just saying, I know the universe is a university of lessons and blessings. I get that we are in the university of life. But my days, haven't I graduated? Haven't I met the top of the class? Where's the reward? Jesus. I'm being silly, but I'm also being like really honest. And I think when it comes to relationships, you guys are learning how to let go of old things and make room for new stuff, okay? Because you can't just have new stuff on your relationship and then be like, oh, well, you know what? I can't let go of this thing. Listen, baby, it had its time. The warranty wear out. It worn out. You can't have an old warranty. Trash it. It's done. Let's begin to the new things, yeah? Yeah, all right. This is the first card I saw. So family outlook is all about the past. Nostalgia, childhood, and old friends. There are most likely some things that you may need to let go of because anything that ties to the past is either that we're holding on to it and we're reliving it, or we are looking forward to doing things that we used to do when we were childhood, right? And we're trying to bring it into our family. Like, oh, guys, maybe we should bring up this tradition. Maybe we should go over there and try to get this thing back because we used to do it all the time, right? Nostalgia. Either you're living in the past or a person in the family is living in the past or there's a past person doing some type of thing, okay? The past, like I said, lessons and blessings, right? We are linear creatures. I learned this term and this ideology, right? This thought by watching Deep Space Nine from Star Trek, the one in 1994 to 93, like 93 to 97 kind of thing, right? Yeah. And they have a captain called Captain Sisko, right? Benjamin Sisko. He's the captain of Deep Space Nine for Star Trek International. Or like federal, whatever, okay? They are going over there. They found a galaxy that's called the Bajorian Galaxy. Bajor is the planet where the Bajorans are. It was ran by the Kardashians, which are fascists, trying to go over there, dictate, and be the hell of the supreme for the Bajorans. Basically, the Bajorans have belief, right? They call them the prophets. They are cosmic deities that don't live in linear time because time and space doesn't exist where they are at. They are just above that realm, right? They're above that plane. There was a wormhole that sucked them in. It got Jenzidia, I'm sorry, or Jedediza. I messed up the name, but if you know, you know, right? So Dax and Sisko got sucked into the wormhole. They meet these prophets, these intergalactic cosmic deities, and he tells them about time. They're like, well, we're humans, okay? And a lot of people live in linear time. That means we live in the past, present, and future constantly. Why? Because 2 minutes ago was the past, 4 minutes from now will be the future, and right here and right now is the present time. We are constantly rotating through time, is the concept and realm that we're living in, right? Where that exists. And people learn from their past, it gives them experience and wisdom. Though a lot of people are afraid to live in the present and build for the future because we're too busy staying in the past. Wondering what if we could, it should have, if only I did this. Baby, believe and receive. I would love to go back in time and change a few things. Sadly, I don't possess that power, and we're not time travelers. We don't possess the ability to go back in time. And even if we did change something, it could cause a monumentous, something in the present or future time. It could alternate it. It could be back into the future kind of thing, right? Time is fickle and funky at best. So while people learn from their past experience, they build in the present and they go forward to the future. When I talk about the past and that being a part of your family, there is a possibility that maybe somebody in the past could be trying to make a connection with you guys, or that you may be stuck in the past in certain areas, or you're going after something that you used to do when you were a child that brings you nostalgia and you're trying to combine it with family life. It could be traditions that you want to bring up. Okay? Friendship. What is friendship for 2026? Planning and preparing. So you're going to be organizing yourself, getting yourself steady to do something new with friends or make new friends. What's your spiritual outlook? Mental health, baby. We are moving on, letting go of things that are no longer worth our time, and we're getting into a better place mentally. That's what's up. Mental health is very important. Okay, babies. January, February, and March. So we're starting the first 3 months of 2026 with victory and achievements. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Y'all are just coming in kicking butt. I respect that. I do. Okay. So, emotions and empathy is for April, May, and June. This is going to be the theme for the next 3 months after your victory and achievements. So we're coming in, going after the things that we want, making goals, and doing moves. We're having emotion and empathy towards ourselves and towards others. We're learning how to fill our cup and understand how we want to be treated and do our own thing, as well as being empathetic and kind to other people. For July, August, and September, we are going to be doing stinginess and possessiveness. We are going to be very picky about who we spend our time with, who is welcome to our circle at our table. We are going to be saving our money. We are going to also be very picky about our stuff and materialistic things. Please, Libra, do not be with somebody who is controlling. And please don't be the person that is bossy and controlling. People are not meant to be controlled. Why do I say this? Because when it comes to stinginess and possessiveness, I read it in fours. I'm being stingy and possessive about my time. I'm greedy and controlling about who I spend my time with, who's giving my energy, who do I hang out with, who is allowed to be in my inner circle, and who needs to be placed accordingly. That's the first. Second, my money, man. I'm stacking up that dough. I'm saving. I'm adding. I'm hustling and finessing the finessers. Okay? We're out here putting money aside, building it, stacking it, having a cushion. That way, if anything happens, I got my safety net. I got my rainy day fund because I've been stacking it up, right? I'm financially finessing. Another thing, I'm very picky about my stuff, okay? I don't like people touching my cards and my crystals and stuff because I use them for different things, okay? Now, if you want to have something, ask. Ask. There is nothing wrong with it. But not everybody does that. Some people just touch your things. They have funky energy. They're not really there for you. We're living in a fake ass world, guys. So yeah, that's kind of why I don't want people to be touching my stuff. I don't know what your intentions are. Listen, I've seen a lot of fake snakes and a lot of people wearing their masks. Don't pee on my leg and tell me that it's raining, bro. I ain't stupid. I was not born yesterday. I don't like people's energies on my stuff. I don't know their intentions. Now, if you ask, I'll most likely be like, yeah, sure, just make sure you give it back to me when you're done, right? Yeah. Anywho, like I was saying, and another thing for it, because we did the three, this is the fourth, it's people. People are very controlling and possessive. Some people are like, if I can't have you, no one can. You're mine, you belong to me, you do as I say, da da da. That's a red flag. Don't be with people who are going to try to control your life. People are not meant to be controlled, let alone be controlled by others. All right. We're not about to do that for 2026. The last months of 2026. It's what for my Libra baby? Okay. Better be something good. My days. Ooh. Romance and new friendships. So we are making connections for October, November, and December. Okay. I'm happy you guys are making friends. Make sure that you make friends with people who are good for you. Don't be afraid to kick people out of your life. Do they bring you peace of mind? Are they genuine and honest? Are they good to be around? If so, do your own thing, baby. What is the problem that Libra is going to be having? Standing up for what you believe in and fighting for a cause. Use your voice. Y'all may not be like, here's the thing. Some of y'all are not comfortable yet saying what you need to say and standing on it. All right. This card is all about, I believe in it. I'm going to say it. This is my piece. I spoke it. All right. I said what I said. It's having a voice. Don't forget to use your voice. You have the right to stand on business and be what you want. Now, what can help you with that? What's your solution? New ideas. So finding new ways to say what you need to say and be more open and honest. What is this theme for 2026? Discord, dishonor, and hollow victory. We are cutting people out of our lives. We are not dealing with disrespect. We are not dealing with dysfunctional energy. Yeah. We are really about to be out here kicking people out. We gonna be kicking people out. People are gonna be kicked out. People not gonna be happy. People gonna be hitting you with, you changed. You used to be nice. What happened? Oh, you're just being dramatic. No, Libra's had enough. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. We are going to be talking about your theme for 2025 as well as for 2026 on part one, right? Career, finance, love life, friendship, family, and spiritual outlook. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a wild ride. Again, 2025 has been all about, right? This year has been all about romance, childishness, and irresponsibility. Being carefree, doing your own thing, right? But at the same time, hopefully you're not dealing with immature people who are just not like ready, right? This is because of independence. This is also something that's going to be showing up for your career. Standing on your own and having confidence in yourself to do what's right. So I think you guys are learning how to do your own stuff, but also be carefree and happy. What is going to help you with it is nostalgia, childhood, and old friends. This again is the same thing that's popped up for family. Okay? If you're going to use your past to go after things that make you feel free, use your past as a lesson. Use it as a teacher. Okay? Life is full of lessons and blessings. Now, understandably, a lot of us did not ask to be born in this world, let us alone be taught endless amounts of motherfucking lessons. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to be like, oh, you know what? The lessons aren't even that bad, guys. If you really think about it, it's all just an experience. No, I didn't ask for all this. And even if I did, I don't even remember signing the soul contract to be like, you know what? Yeah, I want the biggest and the baddest challenges. I want to go over there and I want to go through the war. I want to go through the storm of it all. And then when I go over there and reemerge myself out of the shitstorm of lessons and blessings, I'm going to have infinite amounts. Where? How? Why? What kind of sales pitch did y'all do for me to sign up for that shit? Because I would like to look at it again and understand, where was I? Because if I'm not remembering it, is it still valid? Right? The lessons and the blessings, they didn't ask for it. But we needed lessons. We needed to get wise, right? If you want to go over there and be free and be strong and be level-headed, you have to go through situations that test you. You want to be wise, it's going to put you in situations where you have to be wise and creative. You want to be patient, you're going to be dealing with people, situations, and things that will test your patience. You want to be strong, you will be dealing with situations that test your strength. So while the lessons from the past are shaping us for a present and future, we are learning. So out of past experiences, I am able to be like, okay, what do I want? How do I go about it? And how can I have more confidence in myself? Because when this happens, I feel this way. So that means I need to take it from a different approach, right? Now, if you want to do past things that you used to do, right, Libra, you were starting to go after things that made you happy, that make you feel at peace, that give you more of a creative flow, go for it. Just don't live in the past. Don't go over there trying to relive your glory days and then pretend your glory days are the now. Baby, we all have our glory days. My glory days are not now. I mean, they're coming. They have happened. But I can't be living back in the day. The back in the day don't exist no more. You know what I mean? Rest from action and achieving goals is your outcome. So we are getting our goals met. We are taking a break and we are learning how to get money without killing ourselves in the process. All right. I want y'all to understand there is nothing wrong with working, but there is something wrong with how the world works. Okay. I used to work the dead man shifts. I used to work a lot because I was supporting for my family. And at some time when I got to live on my own for me, right? But I did a lot of things. Like in my family, we worked hard to support each other. It was all about that, right? My money is not my money, it's our money. It's not something for me to use, it's for all of us to use. And that being said, I want y'all to understand that I work dead man shifts. I work 24/7, 365. That means I lived and ate and breathed at work. I rarely went home. I used to do all sorts of jobs. I did healthcare, I did restaurant business, I did retail, I did sales, and things of that nature. A lot of my dead man shifts was nursing. I was a caregiver. I took care of the elderly, and I used to work 5 or 4 different houses. So I'd rotate all day, all night. I get off maybe once a year, twice a year, if I'm lucky, but I worked all the time. And all that money I made, I never got to use it. One, it went to family. Two, when I did live on my own, it went to bills. And because of the economy being so fucked up, I had to decide as a single person, and this is where it's crazy. As a single person living on my own, right? I have to decide which bills to pay. Do I go over there and have water this month? Or do I have electricity and go without water? Okay, well, I don't have electricity, then I have to find a new way to charge my phone and do my stuff. Clearly, I can't go over there and have groceries because there's no electricity. So, I'll just go over there and do it this way. And I was never at home to even enjoy it. So, like, I'm working my ass off, killing myself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually for a house that I don't get to see, for food that I cannot buy, for medical care, because again, I have glaucoma and I have health issues, right? Yeah, that's fucked up. People are in a situation, and this is not even like, because at the time I was living in Texas, right? So I was in the States. This is everywhere. This is everywhere. People are killing themselves for the name of money. Money is paper, it is coins, it's metal and paper, right? So I'm killing myself for money that I don't get to enjoy because I'm working all day long, sacrificing myself, not only for me, but for my loved ones, to support them and myself. I did it for years. I did it for years. I did healthcare for 13 years. On again and off again, yes. But for 13 years, healthcare. For like a few years, restaurant businesses, waitressing, busboying, doing deliveries, orders, takeouts, all of it. And I think if y'all work those dead man shifts and y'all really work those heavy hours, y'all understand when I say that you got to be able to learn how to work with your money, because life is not about killing yourself for the 9 to 5 or the 12 to 12 or the 24 to 24. We are not put in this world to kill ourselves working. Yes, I am an earth sign. I am a Virgo. I'm not ashamed to say my zodiac. And we're all about hard work and dedication and, yeah, let's get into it. Because if we're hardworking, then we're being productive and we're being really cool. Because that's what life's all about. No, life is about enjoying. How am I supposed to enjoy myself when I'm killing myself for a piece of paper that I don't get to enjoy? Make it make sense, because that calculation is not calculating. The math is not mathing. Something is sus. It's an endless rat wheel, bro. It's an endless rat wheel. And I know a lot of us say that, like a lot of us who've been in there, done that, and now we're out here being like, okay, guys, while I was working, I was putting something on the side. I put something on the side. And I'm enjoying it, but like the sacrifice of having what I have now due to years. And I'm talking like years, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years of working and putting things on the side and building something. So that way when I do get out or when I do decide to change careers or whatever, like I've been doing Marikuma Healing for about 2 years, right? It's my business. I own it. It's legit. It's here. It's a reality, right? Yeah. The sacrifice of working, you really have to ask yourself, is the price you're paying worth it? Because I wish I was wiser with my money back in the day. I wish I didn't give it all to everybody and not give myself anything, because I would have had my own stuff by now. But no, I had a different mentality and I wasn't good at putting stuff aside for me. There's nothing wrong with helping your family. There's nothing wrong with giving everybody everything, but you have to have a boundary and you have to have your stuff. So this year, I'm happy to say that you guys are learning to put money on the side, to start investing healthy, to go over there and have a safety cushion, to have a backup, okay? Because you are not going to waste your life working all day long. That is one of my biggest regrets. And one of the things that I low key am really upset about. Like, I wasted all my life when I could have saved up and done my own stuff. I gave it to everybody else and I forgot to take care of me. So, yeah, saving you guys from that regret, because I feel like deep down inside there is some saltiness to it. Like, I accept it happened and make what I have now, but like, I wish I had done it differently. I wish I had different mentality about dynamics of like loved ones and yourself, because I would have had a lot of stuff done differently had I done it wiser. But again, lessons and blessings. What you gonna do, right? All right, so we're gonna get into your career, babies. Again, your career is all about independence and self-reliance, standing on your own, having confidence in yourself. Why are we having this for your career? Because of hard work and reliability. We are making sure we're putting forth the effort. We're making sure that we are hardworking towards our goal and that it is reliable, as well as people are reliable and hardworking for you. We are not giving 100% and getting nothing. Don't do it. As somebody who's been there, done that, you don't want the outcome of that, right? Shit. You know, like, do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing. Again, I'm being cute, but like I was saying before, right? Make sure that when you guys are going after your career, go after a career that allows you to have some flexibility, as well as it works for you and it's reliable. You're going to be juggling resources and waiting on results. Okay, so that means you are doing a lot of things. I'm putting myself here and here and here and here, and I'm seeing which one of these things is going to fall in place. I'm not putting my eggs in one basket. I'm separating them and spreading them around, seeing which thing is profitable, right? And just kind of like finding my rhythm and beat while I'm doing these things. At the end of the day, you are going to be getting independence and self-reliance. So make sure you stand on your own and go after things that are giving you flexibility. You guys are going to be very busy this year, and you want to be able to have some wiggle room. You want to be able to work hard, but also have fun. Because again, if you're working all day long, like, here's the thing, it's okay to put in the work if you have a goal. It's okay. Make sure that you also have time for yourself to break, because if you're just in the hustle and grind all the time, you don't always listen to what your body, your mind, and your heart are telling you. You got to be listening to these. If the mind is overwhelmed and burnt out, it's going to make the emotions feel real funky. If the emotion in the brain and not getting along, the body is going to be taking in that tension, and it's going to cause you to act all wabi-sabi, right? This is kind of really weird. And if your body and your mind and your heart are not getting along, your spirit is going to be really low. So make sure that you have that hustle and grind, but that rest and relaxation, because you got to be able to charge yourself up. You know what I mean, baby? All right, all right. Now, juggling resources and waiting on results, I am going to give you guys this advice. Now, if you want like all the spiritual things, fine. Carry some cinnamon and some bay leaves. Put the rune or sigil for money, luck, and prosperity. Make sure that you pray over the cinnamon and bay leaves. Put it in your wallet. Hopefully, it will attract abundance and things. But if you're looking for opportunities and new stuff that are going to work for you, write down your expenses and make sure, because this advice I got from my sister. Okay, I have like, other than me, there's 3 sisters and then a brother. Okay, so there's 5 of us in total. I have an older sister. I'm the second. My sister next to me is the one I'm talking about. She is so fucking smart. And I remember when I lived on my own, she gave me the best fucking advice. Okay, like, she always is the one that I can go to ask about things, because she's really smart. And she was like, Mary, right? Because I go by Mary and Nix. And she's like, bro, write down your living expenses, level it, like round it up to the nearest 10, okay? To the last 10 digits. and then add it up and go over there. What can you do? Go after jobs that you can do. Go after things that you are good at, that can train you, that you can adapt with. And make sure that you're spreading yourself out to there, okay? Like I'm putting myself out there. I'm going over there to this place. Hey, I heard that you're looking for a job. You're looking for this, that, and the third. Hey, hello. Don't come, like when you're looking for a job, when you're looking for an opportunity, you go in there with charisma. You guys are charming motherfuckers. Go over there with charisma. Shoulders straight, head up. Breathe in the positivity. Breathe out the fear.